I'm about to apply to a job on Upwork that has a job description that's pretty vague. It's very short. And I figured, hey, why not? Let me record this. Let me show you how I go ahead and approach this type of job. Because some of the time I just skip right over them. If it's too weird, vague, I'm not really sure what they're asking for, and I just don't even bother applying. But other times I figure, why not? This might be a good fit, but let me just get some more information. Because yeah, when you're spending, for example, this job requires 16 connects. That's a lot. That's about $2 worth of connects. And so when you're spending that amount of money for a single job post, you want to make sure that it could potentially be a good fit. Now, the reason why I'm applying to this job is because, so they're saying create great videos and content together. I'm a patent attorney that wants to create great content on YouTube that will go viral. This is a long-term project for many videos and websites. Let's make money and have fun together. I mean, yeah, really vague. Clearly, they just quickly typed it up. They had a lot going on, and then they went on their merry way. And so the reason why I'm applying is because they are wanting to create educational content with a type of business that I'm familiar with, that fits my target audience, and they're looking for an expert level. They're an attorney, law firm type of group. They probably have a decent budget for what my services are, and so for that reason, it's worth the connects to apply it to. But so I don't edit videos anymore. I don't create that kind of service, and so I'm going to approach this in a way that pitches my specific services on strategy, and see if that works. So my hourly rate for consulting is $300 an hour. I typically just go with that consulting rate, even if we end up going with one of my flat rate packages, or if it's async consulting, I charge $225 an hour. So it's quite a bit less than when this is just the rate for a live call. So I typically would just start with that. I don't do the rate increase thing. So we're going to go ahead and write this proposal, and you can just sit back and watch me write this, and just know that I'm not going to whip this out super fast, because that's not how I do proposals. I sometimes will type a sentence and then I'll delete it, and then I'll reword it, and I'll go back and I'll rework some things to make sure that it's just right for this particular job. I don't just copy and paste templates into my proposals. They're all unique, and that's what you should be doing in order to get the most clients. So I'll start by addressing the fact what their main thing is that they're looking for. You want to create, and again, remember, I will likely go back and edit what I'm writing. So my first rendition is typically not the final version. By the way, this is advertising that they partnered with ChatGPT on Upwork, and so if you're paying for one of the Freelancer Plus accounts, I think you'll be able to use that as part of Upwork. So that'll be an interesting feature I'll talk more about in the future. All right, you want to create great content on YouTube that goes viral. So a job post like this is also a little more, actually I'm going to try this out, this little get your tips from the OpenAI. Let's see what it says. Get tips. Consider mentioning specific strategies or tactics you have used to make videos go viral in the past, based on your experience with YouTube marketing and content strategy. It's not bad. That's something I was going to get into. Anyways, so probably what you want to do is write a whole draft of your proposal, then click on get some tips or something. Highlight your experience. Suggest including work samples or examples of successful YouTube videos you have worked on. Provide a brief outline or approach of how you... See, there's a lot of tips on here because it's a very empty proposal, right? So I'm curious to see what it says if I actually finish doing the whole proposal and then have them do the tips. Anyways, should not be... I'm going to zoom up a bit on this so that you can have an easier time seeing what I'm writing. Okay, that way you can read along with me a little easier. It's a solid strategy. Brings in quality views and leads to your business. What's your primary goal behind running a YouTube channel? What do you hope to accomplish business as a result of your videos? Or typically my clients' goals are more site traffic, more leads to their business, and more credibility by having an audience. Content. Okay. So just to kind of give you a little bit of reasons of what I've written so far. So I'm identifying the fact that I know what they said they wanted, which again is kind of vague, but it's all I had to go on. You want to create great content on YouTube that goes viral. I've worked with over 150 brands on launching and scaling their YouTube channels, and many of my clients' videos have gone viral. Although going viral should not be the goal because it's difficult to predict that. What you need, so I'm giving my client, this potential client, a little bit of coaching here because in my world there's a lot of people that come along and say, I just want to make a bunch of videos that go viral. And that's not something that typically can be predicted or even strategized for, and it shouldn't be your goal. Your goal should be that you're creating valuable content, and if something happens to go viral, then great, but you can still grow your business and accomplish your business goals with just a solid marketing strategy, a content marketing strategy, without the focus obsessing over things going viral. So typically so what I'm doing here is I'm also vetting the client. I'm pushing back against their goal to just want things to go viral because I'm not in the business of just helping you go viral because I can't predict that. And if they accept this correction to what their goal is, then they're a decent client worth talking more with and seeing if they want to work together. But if they come back and just, they don't respond, or they're like, well, I just want my videos to go viral, then it's not a good fit because they're not understanding how this works. And so I'm having to give them a little bit of coaching. And again, this is a more unique job post that just because of the vagueness, because they don't quite understand what their goal should be, I'm trying to coach them a bit on what that goal should be. So what you need is a solid strategy that brings in quality views and leads to your business. I mean, why wouldn't they want that, right? But we'll see what they say. What's your primary goal behind starting a YouTube channel? What do you hope to accomplish in your business as a result of your videos? Typically, my clients' goals are more website traffic, more leads to their business, and more credibility by having an audience watching their content. Let me know. Yeah, if that's your motivation. If that's your motivation. And motivation. go back to look at this again. Long-term project for many videos and websites. Oh yeah, okay, so you mentioned, now ask him real quick. He mentions wanting a long-term partnership to create content for many websites. Do you have multiple websites and businesses, or just one? Can I take a look? Can I take a look at your website, get a better sense of your focus and what your content will be about? Now, typically my my proposals do not have this many questions, but because their job post is so vague, I have to ask a lot more questions. This information will help me to craft a more detailed proposal that aligns with where you're at and what your goals are. So what I'm doing now is I'm packing the buck to a future second proposal that basically, because they didn't give me enough information, I can't really give them a super specific proposal of exactly what I think is going to be the best service to provide them until I get some more information from them. So I'm saying, hey, you give me this information and it will help me craft a more detailed proposal that aligns with where you're at and what your goals are. My services can meet you where you're at. You can explore my typical packages on my website here in the meantime. So I'm also saying, hey, I'm not giving you a specific proposal of what I think is going to be best. But in the meantime, you can still take a look at what my typical packages and services are. I'm just not telling them what I think is going to be the best one, because until I have more information from them, I don't know what's going to be the best one. So, but I'm still giving them something to be able to look at of what services I typically provide. So I just sent them a link to my website there. I've also done Google Docs before and sent them links to that. You can also take a look at recent client successes in the attached case study sheet. So I also like to attach this case study sheet in all my proposals that has, it looks like this. It's got like graphs showing the results of me working with clients on their video strategies. And so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different clients here that I've worked with recently, many of which I'm still working with. And it shows the results that I've gotten for them. So it has little boxes that basically are a case study of the success that I've had with that client. And I usually typically like to attach that to most proposals. It's not like a full resume or portfolio, but it's a good highlight that helps the potential client to have something that's easy to digest. It's only 2 pages. Let me know what questions you have, and we can get on a call to discuss more if you'd like. Actually, let me reorganize this. We can get on a call to discuss more about this project, or you can send me questions here. I look forward to speaking with you more. So I've taken as short as 5 minutes to write a proposal when the job post is super specific and it's very easy to align it with a couple of my services, and I can highlight a result really, really easily. And it only takes 5 minutes to write the proposal, but it's still unique, it's still specific. But then a proposal like this, it's taken a little longer. It's taken about 10 minutes. Actually, I mean, if I wasn't, so this video is running close to about 15 minutes now. If I wasn't talking to you, I would have already finished this and sent this by now, right? So, taking away the time that I've been talking in this video, you're probably looking at 7 or 8 minutes spent actually writing the proposal. But it's not 1 minute. I'm not just copying and pasting templates. I'm trying to make sure it works for this client. We can get on a call to discuss more about this project, or you can send me questions here. I've been giving people the option lately. I think people have appreciated that. Some clients don't want to set it to get on a call. They just want to send you questions in the Upwork Messenger whenever they have the time. And so giving them the option of both helps you attract either type of client. I look forward to speaking with you more. And also, you also want to judge the tone of their job post. Like, let's make funny and have fun. Let's make money and have fun together. You know, they have kind of a light, you know, let's have fun kind of tone. So ending with an exclamation mark might be fitting. With some clients, it might not be. You got to really judge the tone of their job post and kind of match that energy. So yeah, there it is. You can pause this video and review the proposal. And again, none of my proposals are perfect and they could all be improved. But sometimes, like if I went back and I spent the next 30 minutes on this proposal, I could probably make it even more perfect. But sometimes you have to judge the cost of spending more time on a proposal with a client that may or may not be a good fit. Like, this is a bit of a gamble. Like, I don't know if this is a great fit, but there's a chance it could be. If I come across a job post where I'm like, oh, this is like the perfect fit, this is the perfect client, it's right up my alley, my services align with them, I have previous experience that's exactly like their businesses, I spend more time on those proposals because I already know going into it that it's a really good fit, so it's worth putting in the extra time. With some proposals, because I'm not quite sure, it's not necessarily worth my time to like really perfect the proposal and spend a bunch of time on it. So that's something you just have to judge based on each particular job post. Oh yeah, it's not allowing me to get more tips. Oh, get more tips. Here we go. Let's see what it says now. We're going to test this AI cover letter review to see if it's worth its salt. Highlight specific examples of your experience working with YouTube channels. Okay, I mean, I've given a vague example. I could add another example here. That's actually a good idea. But again, I typically would not spend this much time on the proposal for this kind of job post. So that's why I didn't go back and perfect. I could say something like, I've helped channels grow to over 1 million subscribers in 18 months. Okay, there's a specific success I highlighted. Let's see what else it says. Ask the client about their primary goals for starting a YouTube channel. Oh, see, that's funny. I already did that. So clearly this is a work in progress for their AI function here. I actually have several questions asking about their goals. What's your primary goal? Like, I literally ask it right there. So why, like, what is this? Request to see the client's website. I literally asked that. Maybe, I don't know, maybe this didn't get updated. Maybe I should have just waited to click view more tips. But yeah, I literally ask about their website in here. Consider including work samples. It's almost like it's giving me generalized tips, but it's not actually, yeah. I'm thinking it didn't actually, I don't think it reset the AI scan of my proposal. I think it's just giving additional general tips. So next time I'll test that out, and I'll wait until I write my whole proposal, and then I'll go ahead and click on get tips and see what it does. And I'll let you all know about it. All right. If you want tips with your proposals, I encourage you checking out my new course, Upwork Mastery. It's only $37 right now for the next, now it's 49 people that sign up. And this course has a whole section just on creating and writing winning proposals. And it's going to give you some really good training on the 4 things that will help you get more clients on Upwork. So while the price is really low and affordable, I really encourage you to check that out. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And please subscribe if you haven't already. And I'm going to be doing more of these behind the scenes videos where I'm showing you what I'm doing. Because honestly, I think that's one of the best ways to learn, is just seeing what I'm doing rather than me just preaching a bunch of principles. Because, we're all learning here. So, all right, let's submit this job. Send for 16 connects. That's why it's good. That course that I wrote also helps you to get to the point where you're getting a lot of invites, because it's expensive to keep spending a lot of connects on every proposal you send. But if you can get to the point where you're getting invited to jobs a lot more often, then you're not spending any connects on those. So, all right, until next time.